Yeah, they're.
All the iguanas are dropping.
Tuesday was weird. I'm like, I was all by myself. I mean,
All right, well, looks like the vengeance is taken to the bench. No sign of the cyclones yet. Hopefully the internet's going to hold up. We're kind of at the mercy of, what's this, Erie Bank Arena? Erie Insurance Arena here. So we'll see how it goes. I'm still trying to get everything set up on my end, so. Looks like we may be okay. A little confusing getting in the rink this morning. Entrance on entrance A, which is in the far back of the building. Of course, I dropped Cordy off at the front entrance and went and parked in a parking garage and got a phone call that she's lugging her equipment all the way around the block. So she's warmed up. Let's see here. Let's get this YouTube thing from a monitor set up. DJ's over there. I think he's having to work, so we may not have DJ. Looks like we got sound going through. So still no Cyclones. They're still waking up. A little bit of a drive. Well, really? That's what Cordy keeps saying. Really? Now, I might not be able to call the game from here because it's so far away. Might not be able to see who's who. So it'll take me at least 2 games to remember everybody's names, and I'll still butcher them. Ugh. Morning. There we go. Cyclones take the ice. Doing good, you? Ref is here following them up. So we get warm-ups going. It's 7:01 local time, so I guess we're going to start a little later than planned, but that's okay. Cyclones in black, Pittsburgh Vengeance in white. Come into this game with the after a couple losses, 3 losses, I guess, in at our home tournament, the Mid-Am tournament, and we will go into this with a fresh set of mindset, ready to roll. So this Vengeance team is they've played the we played the similar opponents. They played GILMOUR. They tied GILMOUR, they beat GILMOUR 3-1, they tied GILMOUR, and then they've tied GILMOUR. And we played GILMOUR once, and we lost to them 1-2. So give you an idea of how this might go. Cyclones, they've also played Livonia Knights. Pittsburgh won 3-2, and the Cyclones lost 0-3 in that game. So I guess it doesn't have our MHRs listed on here. My apologies on the description on the YouTube thing. So I believe we're like about an 84, 85, and these guys are similarly matched, maybe 85, 86. So it's been a couple weeks since these girls played together. I know that they did have a practice on Tuesday, but not everybody can make it. We're able to at least get some familiarity with each other. Long drive in last night. I've got a feeling I'm not going to see DJ today. He's over there working, so it'll be just me solo on the mic, unless he's clear up in the stadium. Oh, I don't know if you can even see him. He's kind of right there. So he's clear across the stadium working. So I don't know if I should turn the lighting up or not. Maybe give a little bit more light. We'll go up just a little bit more. brighten it up in here. All right, there's the bell for after warm-ups. The buzzer, not bell. How well I'm doing this morning. We got 4 people watching, so this was evidently worth doing. At least we got enough internet to upload, and we got Cordy doing her usual warm-up here. She's very superstitious. If it worked once, she'll do it from then on. So she's been doing this, basically visualizing, and then getting into the huddle. So all right. It's where he belongs. Somebody's got to run the box.
Nevin! Hi!
You got Nevin in the running the box for us.
I told him I'd do it, and then he said he would do it, so
Yeah. All right, Pittsburgh Vengeance Cyclones 16U. Sarah Backstrom or Backstrop?
Backstrom.
Backstrom.
S-T-R-O-N.
Strum. Backstrom. Backstrom tournament. Well, we're the first game of the tournament, and let's get it on. It looks like Vengeance wins the face-off. Addie Francis playing as a forward today. That's something different. Sparks on the line with Sparks and Maya Young. So a little bit of different line change than what we're used to. Addie tries to get it over and around back to Sparks. Gets kicked back into the corner. Still in the Vengeance zone, so it's at least a plus. And shot attempt blocked. High shot from the corner from Maya. It was off angle. It looks like we got the 8s. That's Piper Francis and Bisgard. Rory Bisgard on D for this line, the 8s, we like to call them. And Pittsburgh goes for a change. They dump deep. Maya comes off. Eaton Barber comes on. We're getting a full line change now. Vengeance with the first sign of life here with a shot on net, which didn't get actually to the net, went across the front of Cordy. So still working on their first shot. Vengeance tries to kick it back into the corner. Let's say it's Haley Mudd gets a tripping call, so we'll go on the power play, and Cordy will head to the bench, and we'll get a pending penalty, which will go for an icing, which I don't. So it's a tripping call on Haley gets the call. I'm gonna do some of my new fancy stuff that I got for this. Boom! Cyclones power play. So, sorry, I'm working alone today. Wins a back out to Maya with power play. Jaina out there now. First time we've seen her today. Eden's still out there. And we're going to put some pressure with Sparks. Bisgard keeps it in. She's going to skate it in. Tries to use a Vengeance player for a screen. Shot gets deflected back into the corner. But we are showing a... Uh-oh. Jaina's got a hold of it. She's going to try to get one on net. And the goalie's going to cover up, and that'll get a stoppage in play. It's 0-0, 12:40 left in the first. And we'll reset in the defensive zone. Looks like the same lines. Sparks, Barber, Bisgard, Jaina, and Young. Out to Bisgard. Bisgard's going to try to tap it up into the slot. Sparks gets hold of it. It's wide shot. Back out to Bisgard. Bisgard's got it on the blue line. In to Eden. Eden looking back to Bisgard. Bisgard's going to take the shot wide. Sparks and Young are there to recover. Jaina's got a hold of it. She's going to give a low shot wide. And I feel like everyone in this place can hear me. So back out to Bisgard. I do not see the penalty clock where it's at in this rink. It's 57 seconds on the power play. It's up here in the top of the rafters. Sorry, it's only on one side of the arena. So we'll get reset. Spark's still out there as usual. She's an animal. We're going to get a shot. Courtney's been able to cover up, and we'll reset with 40 seconds on the power play. 11:48 in the period. That's how high the scoreboard is up in here, so that's why I didn't see it. They don't have the Jumbotron on. Not quite as big of a Jumbotron as Heritage Bank. Heritage got the nice giant Jumbotron. They're not using it for this tournament yet. Could use cut into my feet at this point. Gets kicked out to Cordy. Cordy kicks it up to Bisgard. Bisgard to one of the Kilgore girls, 98 Scarlet. Scarlet across back to Neff. And been some long shifts so far this morning. Power play is over. We could not capitalize on it, unfortunately. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust my computer. And then there's a shot on Cordy, and Shorty's able to cover it up. So Cordy gets to shut it, shuts that down. I'm really struggling today. I apologize. So 0-0, 10:57 left in the first, and we'll reset in our zone after, I believe that's Cordy's second shot on goal. Sparks back out there, looking up ice. Looking at Addie. She's getting swallowed. Addie holds at the blue line. Sparks brings it in. Drop passes to Addie. I don't know if it was a drop pass or just the puck got kicked out from her stick. And back into our zone to Mud. Mud up to Sparks again. And deflected shot off of, deflects back into the goalie's toes that's locked in on the post. And now they're battling behind the net over here. Comes loose. Addison has it. So now she's getting tangled up again. It's going to kick back Pipe. I believe that's Piper, Francis, and Bisgard out there, the 8s. And we're still putting some pressure on. Not a lot of good quality shots yet, but we're definitely putting the pressure on. Bisgard's going to bring it in, and they're going to get an offsides. So we're going to change. Jordan Ertles, McKay Coulter, he's got it. With Ertl and Eden Barber, Bisgard, and Francis out there. Francis isn't able to keep it in, and it pushed past her, and it's no icing, so Piper's got to put on the... So, for what I thought was going to be, looks like both teams are a little bit tired. I mean, already. I mean, I know it was a late night, but, and once again, Bisgard's going to get kicked back behind Cordy, and Bisgard's going to bring it out of our zone. Hopefully, gets caught up against the wall. Eden Barber's trying to get it out into the neutral zone to Jordan. Jordan kicks it up, and it's still no icing. She's going to give chase. We'll get a change, everybody but Ertl. Now, it looks like Scarlett and both Kilgore girls out there with Jana, young line, and Haley Mudd, and now Claire Neff comes out. So we've got the Columbus girls with now Jana, Neff and Kilgore line, and we're gonna get going. Claire's gonna bring it in. She's dragging it, and she goes off the post. Oh, still no shots on net. I don't believe we've had one yet. We've been in their zone a lot. Just haven't had a lot of quality shots. Excuse me, we have had one shot. Neff gives a big shove from behind, no call, which is fine with us. She's used to playing tough and strong. So Neff's got it again. She's gonna look out to the point, out to Mudd, Mudd back to Neff. Neff gets intercepted, Mudd keeps it in. Now it's gonna pop out in the neutral zone. The girl's gonna have to get back on sides. Neff reaches up to try to knock it down on a high pass in, and Vengeance recover. And they're going to call no icing on that. It's tipped. So Vengeance recovering behind the net, behind Cordy. And now Jana is tangled up with a Vengeance girl. Now Sparks is back out there. Sparks is going to try to get it out of the zone. Up to Young. Young's back, spins backwards, slowly gets it out of the zone, and we'll get it delayed offside. So Vengeance will retreat. And looks like Mudd's going to try to kick it across to Young. Young's going to get it back out. The Vengeance intercept in the neutral zone. Now they're going to get a roughing call on Young and we will go on the penalty kill. So our first penalty kill, 0-0, 7:15 in the first period. So we had one of our top lines out there and lost one of them. Sparks stays out to Coulter. Coulter with Bisgard's out there, and Cordy's going to cover with. So the 8's on D with Sparks and Coulter. They'll reset with 150. I guess they're 2-minute penalties in this tournament, which makes sense with the length of the period. So we're gonna throw it down, and goalie will stop it behind the net, and we'll give chase. Sparks is there. She's getting a lot of pressure on him, and on a short with the penalty kill, Vengeance has it again in the neutral zone. I'm not quite awake yet, as you can tell. I'm struggling. Puck bounces around, doesn't get a shot. Vengeance trying to put some pressure on. 1:09 left in the PK, and Piper gets hold of it, tries to kick it up, gets it right to a Vengeance player, gives a shot in. Bisgard's able to tip it back into the corner to 17 with the Vengeance playing, passing it back and forth with, looks like 46, who went back to the front of the net. Now they're trying to cycle the puck. Cordy's seen the cycle before, so she's not tricked by it. And Piper gets hold of it again, and Piper needs to ice it. I don't know if she knows what icing is as far as this is, but she needs to get it out of our zone. Not a place to stick handle. Bisgard is able to get it cleared. 23 seconds left in the PK. We got a change. Somebody falls trying to get on the, it looks like Mudd tumbled trying to get on the ice. A little mix up there. 38 with Vengeance. Kicks it across into Ertl's leg. Ertl's able to block it down and stays out in the neutral zone just long enough for a Vengeance girl to pick it up and throw it into the back into the corner. Slight bump to that. Back and forth, Cordy covers. So kill is over, and the score remains 0-0. So we survived the penalty kill and back even, but I guess the coaches don't know who to put out there. So they're going to put Young out there, mixing the lines up again. There's no rhyme and reason to keeping your lines straight, but Young's out there now with Barber and Ertl. Different line change than what they've had earlier. Mudd trying to get it out, kicks it up the glass, palm down by number 2 with the Vengeance, and they're going to kick it back into the corner. 4 with the Vengeance, tries to get it cycled around the back of the puck, and tries to center, but nobody home. And Cordy tried to block it on the backhand, and that goes down into Cordy's pad on that shot. Now we're trying to get a backhand on it, and we come away with it. That should be a hooking! And Jordan comes away with it. She's going to bring it into the zone. She's trying to get a piece of it. She gets knocked down. She's trying to get up, and now the Vengeance recover. And now they're trying to get some speed going. They got their speedster coming in with Jana. Well, that's our speedster. Tries to backhand it up into a slot, but nobody home. It was just all black and red. The white went for a change. I don't think she realized it. Neff's got hold of it, and she's going to bring it. Oh, excuse me. It gets intercepted by the Vengeance. 28 with the Vengeance, trying to get a shot on goal, and Cordy knocks it down, but it gets slapped out. She thought she had it covered, and luckily nobody with the Vengeance there to recover that rebound. And still trying to get it out of our zone. Mud and Jana out there on D. Mud backhands across to one of the Vengeance players. She wasn't ready for the shot, and luckily it's still going behind the net. Now we got Jana trying to get it up and out. Still can't get it. I have to pass the circles. All right, now Jana's going to go ahead and ice it. They are going to call icing. Actually, it's going to land almost on net, so it will not be an icing. And Neff goes for the check, which probably isn't allowed, but Bisgard. Kilgore girls back out there. Scarlett's got some room. Drops it to Neff. Neff wasn't ready for the drop pass. Out to Bisgard. Bisgard's going to give it a slow shot. Gets off of somebody skating back into the far corner. Vengeance gets hold of it. Still trying to go get it. And Vengeance dumps it and gives three chase while we get a partial change. Not the best time to get a change when it's in our zone. But Vengeance is setting something up. Young comes in, gives a bump, and is able to knock the puck loose. And that'll almost get another call. That was Young into the numbers. Sparks had a breakaway, backhands it to Young. Young looks for Sparks. Sparks wasn't there. Now Bisgard's got a hold of it, backhands it, gets hung up in a Vengeance thing, and that goes off and up into the netting. So we'll get reset as we actually get a lot of pressure on that entrance into the zone. So 0-0, 2:22 left in the first from Erie Insurance Arena, home of the Otters, here in Erie, PA. So Bisgard gets hold of it, wins the draw, goes for a shot. The shot would have gone wide, but the goalie snags it and get another reset. Little flashing of the leather usually gets teams pumped up, so sometimes that might be beneficial, may not be. Sparks pushes and wins the draw, kicks it with her foot when she falls on it. Addison Francis can't find it. She's looking for the puck. She's not feeling great today. There's a bunch of these girls that aren't feeling good today, but they're playing. You couldn't tell it by their play. They're playing great. Vengeance gets hold of it. Number 4 looks up ice to 11, I believe. 11's going to bring it into the zone on 1-on-1, and that's a high stick, but no call on it because they put her stick up in the face of Bisgard. Bisgard's going to bring it in. Young's going to let her go, and Sparks also holds at the blue line. Bisgard, once again, somebody's activated on defense and tries to pass it up to the point, and that's going to be delayed offsides, and we're going to turn around. Sparks to try it again. We get a change. Piper stays. Eden Barber comes out. Jana's back out there, and now we're going to get the rest of the change. Sparks goes off. Francis goes off. And looks like Coulter, Jana, Mudd, Ertl, and Barber out there. Shot goes wide into the corner. Eden could have let Mudd take care of that, but she ran out to the blue line to grab it and bring it back in, and it gets kicked out, and that was a tipped. Refs saying it was tipped, so there's no icing. Jana's battling in the corner, and 2 Vengeance girls run into each other in front of Jana. So Ertl's got the ability to break away and does not decide to do that. And it's getting hung up at the blue line as we try to get entry. Mudd's got hold of it back into our zone, and she looks up ice. And that's going to get tipped up and into the stands. In the NHL, that would be called delay of game. So we'll reset, and that'll actually reset in our zone because we intentionally, well, it wasn't probably intentional, but incidentally dropped it out of the play. Even though I believe she was over the blue line. No, she wasn't. She was in her zone when she dumped it out. Bud's gonna try it again, get it up the glass. That time she is successful, and they call it was tipped, so no icing. Barbara's gonna give chase, and behind the net, 20 seconds left in the period, still in the Vengeance zone, so we're playing great. I'm really surprised at how good this first period has gone, and they're gonna ice it down. I don't know why they iced it, but we'll take it, and we'll reset with 8.2, so hopefully we can, like, Coach is telling them exactly what I'm thinking is you got 8 seconds, drop the puck and take the shot. She pointed out, changed the lines and told Sparks, Young, and Barber what she wants. So they switched sides. I believe they're going to try to get it across to Sparks to win the draw, out to, and she wasn't able to get it to Young, and 2.7 seconds, and we're going to dump, and that'll end the first period 0-0. So it's been a really good game so far. It's just hard being this early and in Erie, PA. The lake is froze over. Plan on going and checking that out sometime this weekend. I don't know if I'll actually set foot out there, but maybe. And it looks like I see DJ on the move, so I may actually get some help in the second period. Now that I'm warmed up and everything. How many people we got watching this? 8 people? Well, chat's open if you want to chat. I would say that this arena is a bit smaller than Heritage, but definitely resembles the same era of arenas. So the goalies will switch sides. Cordy heads down to the, which would be the lobby side, and Vengeance runs down to the Zam side. All right, we're gonna get it on. There we go. Puck drop. Vengeance wins the draw, backs it out into their defense. Defense up through the neutral zone and into our zone. And I believe that's Bisgard and Piper are out there. So, and we'll get an icing on that, and it'll bring it back for a reset down near Cordy. Cordy's seen a couple shots, been able to handle everything so far from the Vengeance. Not a lot of just intense play. I believe this was the one team I was worried about in this tournament, so I'm feeling pretty good so far, but I don't want to jinx it. All right, well, we win the draw. Looks like Bisgard's going to bring it up after winning the draw. Loses it right across the blue line. Kilgore's there to recover. Both Kilgore girls are there to recover. I'm sure the Vengeance is like, who is who here? Because I can barely tell them apart with their helmets on. Both excellent hockey players. Vengeance looking for a screenshot off Cordy's pad, knocked out. Recovered by the Vengeance. Vengeance tries to backhand it up to a bunch of black and red. Piper looks up ice. Still going to skate it. Got to get your head up, girl. And lifted stick, little soccer kick there, and Bisgard gets tangled up, and 38. That was a defensive shrug stop by Sparks with her shoulder to get it knocked in the corner. Bisgard's gonna bring it back in, and she's looking up to Neff. Neff's in the slot, switches spots to, I believe that's Young, and falls into the boards. And is kicked up and then tipped by Piper, and probably should have let that one go and get the icing, but we'll try to reset, bring it back into the zone, and There it is. Oh, just wide on the shot. There it is. Trying to get it. Sparks couldn't get it handled and turned around. She's trying to get turned on her forehand. Couldn't get it on her backhand. Shot went wide. I don't think it would have went in without. It just looked great. They were set up great in the pocket there. But anyhow, it gets bumped out. 17 with Vengeance got hold of it. She's trying to get it out of the zone. Addie Francis trying to give chase. Now Haley Mudd's got it, and she's going to look up ice, cross to Sparks. Sparks bumps it up to Young. Young's got room. She just got to get the shot off. Shot's wide. Bumps back around and out of the zone. And they're going to give an icing on that, and we'll reset. It was a close one. I thought they had their arm up because there was a little bit of a bump along the boards with Mudd and another girl, but I think that other girl just ran into the back of Mudd. Decent reffing here today. I haven't seen anything like questionable icings where I would have called an icing or normally seen it, but I wasn't paying much attention to how the, you know, if there was actual tips or not. But, oh, there goes a shot on goal off of Barber and covered. So they'll reset. So definitely putting some pressure on. We got Jana's out there, Eden Barber, Mudd, and Eden Barber and Jordan Ertl. So Mudd's able to knock that shot down from the Vengeance, and that came in on Cordy. Cordy was ready for it and deflected it across the near boards near us, and it goes all the way into their zone. What a deflection. We'll get back on sides, and Coulter takes a hit, no call. 18 from the Vengeance looking up ice. Cross, Jana's there. Jana's not able to figure out where the puck's going, and recovered by Eden Barber. Eden Barber's all alone. The rest of the team's looking for a change. They're looking at the bench with huffs and puffs, and looks like Coulter says, I'll go first. And then Mudd's back in neutral zone, I mean in the defensive zone. Jana hangs back as the Vengeance go for a change. And good thing she does, because it pops out right to her. She's going to bump it up the boards to Erie Kilgore to Neff. And I expect some fireworks right here. Nope. Thought it was coming. Neff hasn't seen the penalty box yet today, but I expect it eventually. She's had some lucky calls that were missed. She always plays aggressive. I love it. Just we're tied up. We got to make sure that we don't give them any kind of advantage. So spin clean, and Vengeance behind Neff. There it goes. No call. She slowed up on it. I figured it was coming. Pops out in the neutral zone. Piper gives chase up the boards, back into the neutral zone. Sparks back on the ice. Gets popped out, trying to get it over to Young. Young was pinned against the near boards and couldn't get to it. Now up to Young, brings it into the neutral zone, looks up ice, and I have got the camera straight looking at the stands. My apologies. And while I did see DJ make moves, I do not see DJ here. There's a stop by the Vengeance goalie on a shot. So I saw DJ move. Oh, he's back in his spot. He must have had to use the restroom. No help from DJ today. Maybe this evening, 6:20, tune in to get a Let's Go Cyclones. Pops up in the air. Bisgard and Francis out there on D, the 8s. Young fumbles it. Bisgard gets stood up, knocked down, and now Sparks trying to get out of zone, misplays it, and Sparks gets hold of it again. Now we're back into the neutral zone. Sparks is pushing, trying to get a piece of it, and now backhands it deep and gives chase. She's tired. She looks like she needs to get a change, and Barber back on the blue line with the defense, tries to give it a shot. We got to play our positions, ladies. That was a defensive blue line play that should have been done. Eden was way out of position there, decided to take the puck and get the shot, but shot's a shot. Piper gives chase. She's going to play around the world. She's going to bring it behind Cordy and look up ice. Pass deflects off the board past Jaina. Now Vengeance brings it back in. Vengeance with a shot. Cordy paddles it up and still trying to get it out of our zone. And deflected off Cordy's pads back into the corner. Jaina's giving battle with the Vengeance girls. Now it's behind the net. They're backhanding. Lots of action behind the net. And now Piper needs to get it up ice. Look up, look up. You got open player. Wide open. Gotta get the wide open passes when you're getting swarmed by 3 players. But there it is. 87, 87 gives a shot on net, pops back into the corner, says back in the offensive zone. 7:49, and we're gonna get a penalty coming. And who's getting a roughing? So we're gonna go 61 from the Vengeance gets a cross-checking call. We're gonna go on the power play. Let's capitalize on this, ladies. So we're going to go with Sparks, who just came off, which I don't agree with. Got to get her rested, but power play is a power play. They'll leave Jaina and Mudd out there with Eden Barber, who was already out there as well. Should have got a fresh set of legs for this, but we'll go with what the coaches are going to do. We lose the drop. Gets tangled up in the corner. Now Sparks is trying to get a shot and goes behind the net. It must have bounced off the outside of the net. And there goes a call that will go on. So we'll go on 4-on-4 as Maya gets a hooking call. And that will end the power play. And we'll go 4-on-4 for at least a minute 47. And then we'll have 53 seconds of penalty kill. So 4-on-4 hockey here. Stick gets lifted, pops out. Cordy way out of her zone. That she's restricted her blue, staying in the thing. That they're going to call icing on that. I do disagree with that because it did go off the hand of the Vengeance player. So we'll bring it back down. Minute 35. So I'm not sure what Maya was doing. She got hung up and got a hooking call. Jessica Francis. Oh, excuse me. I'm getting text messages from the other team. 88 Bisgard gets it up. Mudd's out there. They're going to go behind the net with Mudd. Up the wall. Kilgore girls out there. Mudd's trying to get it up the boards. Intercepted by 21 with Vengeance. Pop back around the back of the net. Bisgard's going to try to get it up again out of the zone. And it does pop into the neutral zone. It's cleared out. Bisgard's right there again. Now Scarlett gives it up in, gets it actually into the offensive zone. Back in the neutral zone. And we are at 47 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. Shot wide on Cordy. She drops down. And 97, Erie Kilgore pops it in behind the net. We get a change. Neff comes on. Bisgard's still out there. Neff's got a hold of it. She's looking for glory and gets popped out to Piper Francis. Piper Francis trying to get it out of the zone. Sparks is there. Now she's got a set of fresh legs. Let's see what she can do with them with 12 seconds left on the 4-on-4. She beats her, but misses the puck. Goes high on the shot. No one on the other side of the boards. Neff's going to get the... Neff does not get the call. Thank goodness. She gave her right into the numbers. Playing with fire. And we are now on a penalty kill for 5 seconds. So we'll have 5 seconds left in the kill after, oh, excuse me, now there it is. Here's Claire Neff did get called for it. So we're gonna go on a 5-on-3 for 5 seconds. I knew that I didn't know that they didn't see her put their hand up, but I did see the check to the back of the numbers. So 5-on-3. They got him in there. Yeah, they already put, I think they confused Sparks and Neff, and we're trying to put Sparks in the box as well, but they got that sorted out. So we're 5-on-3 for 5 seconds, and then we'll have a 2-minute penalty. So we will run all the way down to 3:38 on the kill left in the thing. So 5-on-3, we're trying to get it out of the zone, at least pop it out. That'll get Young free, so now we're still just on 5-on-4 for 2 minutes. Sparks is there, still trying to get something going. Defense hangs back like they should, and Young hangs back. So now we're just going to have Sparks up there in the zone by herself. Excuse me, I don't have running the camera very well. And now Vengeance is going to try to make a move. They dump it deep. Jaina turns, gives chase. She's got one on her 8, trying to get around her. 31 with the Vengeance now battling with Jaina. Jaina gets kicked out by Sparks. Sparks out to the point. Puck's bouncing around, so Puck's probably warmed up. We need to get a cold puck out there probably because it's bouncing pretty good. And 20 with the Vengeance backhands it deep to Jaina. Jaina in the corner. Jaina's able to bring it around the back of the net. 17's giving a chase up the boards, up to 20 with the Vengeance at the point. Now Sparks got it, and she's going to kick it all the way down for a change. So Sparks will come off. Addie Francis will come on, and Jaina stays out with Mud and Eden Barber. Mud's got it, looks up ice, ices it. Well, not an icing, but is able to kick it down to kill some of the time off the penalty. 29 seconds left on the PK, and 21 will kick it out to the and into the zone. Addie was there. She would have got a little bit better quality shot on it. Could have probably got on net. Vengeance player dumps it deep and then falls over her own skate lace, I guess. I'm not sure. She heads to the bench. Addie's got hold of it. She's going to dump it all the way down, and that should get the kill and finish out the kill. So, and it will. So, we're back even, 5-5, and that's offsides. So we'll get a reset right here on the outside, on the far dot near the Vengeance bench. It'll be Ertl, Piper, Bisgard, can't tell. Yep, Bisgard, and Eden Barber, and I can't tell who's on the other side there. Coulter. Back into the neutral zone. 4 with the Vengeance, going to try to bring it in the zone. Backhanded shot blocked by Bisgard. Up to Ertl. Ertl on the far wall. Can't keep hold of it. Bisgard's running it up the, Coulter. Coulter has bringing it through the neutral zone solo. And we're a little bit disorganized here. We've got to get back cleared up. Popped up to Jordan. Jordan's got hold of it, but then loses it along the wall. Now 61, who did spend a little time in the box, now tries to, that's embellishment all day long on that wannabe trip call, but we don't have that call at youth hockey. Off Cordy's pad and into the corner, but 61 tried to go for a fake trip there. That was terrible, and it was bad acting. Pass behind their player, but kept in. So now we're battle along the wall. 28's off Cordy's pad and kicked into the back corner. 31 for the Vengeance, trying to get hold of it. Piper's overwhelmed by two larger girls trying to get it away from her to get it up ice. And we were able to get it off the glass and up, and they're going to have it icing, and that will be an icing, and they'll bring it back down. Something's going on with the Vengeance skates. She can't, 18 can't keep, she's losing. I think she fell earlier, and then she just about fell trying to get the puck to the ref. 61 went for the fake trip, and so far 145 left in the second, 0-0. So it's been a good game. Mud up to Jaina. Jaina is going to bring it back, reverse, backhands it over to Kilgore, Scarlett that is, and then up to her sister, and then they're going to run it up the wall, see if they can get it back in the zone. Scarlett's got hold of it right here in front of us. They're still trying to get it in the zone. Now they get it in the zone, gets kicked out to a Vengeance girl 38 over there with Mud, gets pinned against the board. Now Neff's going to get her licks in on it. And now I would say that Scarlett 98 is going to dump it deep and give chase. Neff's on the far wall. 20 with Vengeance loses it. And Erie Kilgore there to break up a pass to get out of the zone, but it does pop out. Mud's got hold of it back in our zone, tries to kick it up, and we got to have good solid passes between each other, ladies. So look up, make eye contact, do whatever you got to do to get those passes, blind passes, and not looking who could intercept. Been a lot of turnovers. Cordy's seen enough. She's gonna cover and expect a change. So usually that's what I expect from Cordy. Whenever she's tired of watching what she's watching, she'll cover it and force a change. So she could have let that one play out, but we'll get a change. Sparks will come on, Addie Francis, and I can't see who's on the far side over there at Bisgard, and Young. So looks like for the last minute of play, we're gonna try to put some power on it. So we got Jaina and Bisgard, Sparks, Young, and Barber. No, Francis, excuse me, not Barber, Francis up there. Pink mouth guard, I know who Addie is far away. Now they're going to hold it in the corner, 14 seconds left, and that's going to pop up. Cordy knocks it down. Sparks has a hold of it. She's going to give chase. 9 seconds! 8 seconds! 5 seconds, gets kicked up and played it. Low shot off the pad. So we'll go into this third period, 0-0. Been a fun game so far. Gonna have to put the pressure on though into the third. So far, pretty clean, evenly played. I think we're winning in the penalty box, but that's not unusual. Got 9 people watching this, so well, 8 because I'm watching it as well. I'm down below here. Glad I was able to get out with the internet. It looks like it's a solid feed. Working off of free Wi-Fi from. I don't remember who is the Wi-Fi. Free VNet Wi-Fi. So thank you to whoever supplied that free internet, because I don't believe it's the internet for the building. I'm pulling from somewhere. Haven't got a chance to use my scoreboard yet, and I haven't changed the period. I guess I could do that. That's my bad there. Third period. One, two, three Cyclones. Cheer from the bench, and
Let's go Cyclones!
And a Let's Go Cyclones from my right. Still no Let's Go Cyclones from DJ from across the rink.
Go Cyclones!
a little disappointed in it. So we'll lose the draw, gets kicked up to 7 with the, I believe that's 7. I can't see real well. 4, excuse me. And she gets tangled up and got it in our zone. Piper backhands it off her backhand to her forehand and then loses it back to Bisgard, the other 8. So the triple 8s up to Eden Barber. Eden Barber's got room, gets knocked back into the neutral zone by a Vengeance player. Vengeance try to reorganize to number 11, and that'll go into Cordy's glove and pop out, and she looks down and sees it and covers. So reset, new lines, Mud, Jaina, Scarlet, Neff, and both Kilgore girls out there. And it's tangled up behind. Mud's got it tangled up, pinned against the boards. Erie's trying to help. Vengeance comes away with it, but Jaina's able to lift the stick. Now she's looking up ice, crosses over, trying to get it to Erie. Kilgore goes in front of her, back to a Vengeance player. Vengeance 28 has it, and she's trying to center it. Gets popped out to Scarlet. Scarlet looks up the wall, is able to get it out of the neutral zone. Now her sister tries to get hold of it and can't quite get to it. They're now back into the zone. So the Vengeance are got some life, and that is going to be no icing. And the goalie will play it and pass it to number 20 with the Vengeance and look up ice. Once again, we have somebody for the Vengeance. 61 trips herself again. So maybe that tripping wasn't a fake trip. Backhand from Neff. Up into the goalie's grill. Goalie's on her back, and they're going to call a stop play, and no goal as the goalie was laying on it. And so, nice attack there from the ladies. We'll get a change, and we'll get the 8s back on defense. Sparks, Coulter, Young, and Francis. So the Vengeance coach giving the what for to his team, and Young, high shot right over the crossbar. Didn't ding it, but went. I mean, it just, you could see the rubber burning on the puck as it went past it. It had some heat that went high. So Vengeance trying to get out of the zone. Bisgard's got it. She's going to give a shot. Had lots of screening, and Addie's there and tries to get a shot. They're going to give a goal. No? Oh, excuse me. It wasn't a goal. Their refs pointing at the reset. He pointed at the net, but I think he meant to point out here at the dot. So we'll reset. The puck was loose. I'm not sure why they whistled it down, but we'll reset. Sparks takes it, backhands it to Bisgard. Bisgard was not ready for the backhand, and it pops all the way back into our zone. Now back up to Young. Piper, and up into the Cyclones bench, and they'll reset on the dot right outside the blue line on our defensive side. So we'll keep the same lines. Francis, Sparks, and Young. Sparks will take the draw. Young's battling. Almost looked like a spear to me from here, but we'll take the no call. And 10 with, I think that's 10 with the Vengeance, kicks it up, and Piper's got it, looks up ice, kicks it up. Vengeance girl intercepts. Vengeance trying to kick her way around to center, can't get hold of it, and it looks like Bisgard gets hold of it. She's going to kick it up deep, but she's got to give chase. She's got the work in here. She looks into the centering pass. Can't get it quite centered up to Patty. Francis is past her to Sparks. Long shot, and Eden Barber activates on defense and takes a shot from the blue line like she did earlier, but this time it actually made it on net and into the goalie's glove. It was a great shot, great play there. Definitely putting the pressure on here. Vengeance comes away with it, 61. We should expect her to blow a tire any second now, because every time she's been skating so far, she's blown a tire. and passes it out. Looking for a centering pass. 4 is sitting in the slot. Passed out to the point, but intercepted by Barber. Barber, there's the centering pass. Gets interflected by a lot of legs in the way. Backhanded around and past Cordy and into the corner. Mud's got hold of it. She's looking up to get it out of the zone, and it does get out of the zone. They're going to haul. No icing. Skate! And we're going to get Eden Barber comes off, and Coulter comes on. Jordan's got hold of it behind the net. She's looking for a centering pass. Intercepted by the 21 from the Vengeance, up to 26 or 28 of the Vengeance, kicks it, and that will be an icing, and we'll get called back down to our offensive zone for a draw. We'll take that icing as we needed to reset our lines. So Kilgore girls come back on, Neff's on, and both the 8s. So Francis and Bisgard on D. And I'm looking at the ground. I apologize. Doing my best here. Erie takes the draw, gets wrapped up, pops out, and Piper with a great poke check is able to get it deflected up to Neff. Neff's trying to get hold of it. Back out here to Bisgard in our defensive zone. She looks up ice, misses Coulter, or excuse me, Scarlett, and that'll go for an icing, and we'll reset in our zone. And it looks like we probably should get a change here, but we won't. 10:45 left in the third. Fresh set of legs would be nice right now. These girls have been up and down the ice twice. Maybe the coach isn't seeing the same game I'm watching. Vengeance gets a change and gets a fresh set of legs in our zone, but we do not. Puck drop. Neff up to 18. 18 at the point, looking wide. Goes around. 238 with the Vengeance. Bisgard's able to knock it down to Neff. Neff's in the neutral zone. Now Vengeance bring it back, backhands it back in the neutral zone. Got to get on sides, on. Now they go for the change. I don't know why we didn't go for the change while we had the chance earlier and have a fresh set of legs for the play, but what do I know? Shot on net off the goalie's leg pad and popped into the corner. Now we're getting something going here. Sparks backhand, turns around and shoots short, not I guess wide, but wide on the short side of the goalie on the blocker side. Now they're got a battle at the blue line, and it kicks out in the neutral zone. Vengeance girl backhands it deep, and the entire Vengeance line will get a change on the icing call. And so we will get a partial change. Sparks stays out. Addie Francis comes on. Jaina and Mudd are out there along with Young. So 9:51 left in the third, 0-0. 26 wins the draw out to Mudd. Mudd kicks it into the corner, into a Vengeance. Sparks is there. 20 with, oh, there's a nice shot there. Backhanded, and the goalie's able to knock it down, and the pressure's still on. The goalie, it's a great stop by the goalie. Goalie's getting her ponytail fixed off of her neck, and we'll keep our same lines. Looks like the Vengeance will make some small adjustments, and Sparks will take it again. Backhands, misses the draw, comes out to 28 with the Vengeance, and she'll bring it along the wall and in. Jaina's there battling with her in the corner, and she's looking to center. Got a backdoor! Nobody looking at the back door with the 58 just hanging out behind the net. Still hanging out behind the net. This is not good. We need to be able to cover our people here. Gets kicked out to Addie Francis. Addie Francis kicks it up, backhands it, loses her stick, and that'll get kicked out for an icing, and we'll reset, which we definitely need a reset right now because we're not paying attention. So we'll reset with Mudd and Jaina will stay out there. It looks like Coulter, Barber, and Ertl will come out there for this change. 9:19 left in the third. I'm getting a text message that everybody's just seeing the stands. My apologies, my cameraman's working today. So I'm on my own, trying to do both. It is difficult. Todd makes it look easy when he does it. I should just lock it where I'm not doing anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and lock it. That'll ice and we'll reset again down in the defensive zone. I'm gonna lock my tilt so I don't show the stands anymore, and we'll go with that. That should probably help. Zoom in a little bit, see where we're at on the here. Right there. All right. I'll just go side to side. Maybe that'll help. All right, Vengeance gets hold of it, tries to go across the blue line. Ertl misses it. Shot in. Cordy paddles it into the corner. Piper's got it, tries to get it up the wall. Big pile up on aisle 3. 3 sticks. It's a yard sale out there. Everybody's going to end up with a new stick. They're going to call off sides, and they're all going to look down and see if they actually picked up their stick, as 3 of them all collide and the sticks go a-flying. That's what they call a yard sale. Whoever ended up with the most expensive stick won on that deal. Too bad it's probably the wrong hand. We'll reset on the near dot. Coulter will take it. Ertl's still out there. Barber's out there. Piper and Bisgard out there, the 8s. Eden Barber's got it. She goes off from backhand to forehand, loses the puck, finds it, kicks it up behind the net, and up to Vengeance Girl trying to get it out of the zone. She does successfully get it out of the zone. Kilgore's out there now, and 97 Kilgore. Piper's got it. Looks up ice. And Vengeance tries to dump it deep, but Bisgard was back there looking. Eden had the puck along the board and lost it at her feet, and then it got kicked out as a pass, and we'll reset. And 7:52, and we're playing like we've been out here too long. We got to get a change and reset. These girls look lost. So we got Eden Barber, and that goes off Cordy's glove. Luckily, she was paying attention. She's mad at herself for missing that. It went off the tip of her glove and deflects into the corner, but luckily it's back into the neutral zone, and the neutral zone, the 20 for Vengeance tries to give a shot, and Cordy knocks it out near the circle. Neff's there trying to protect it, and Bisgard will bring it back around the back of the net. We did get a change, so it's the Kilgore girls and Neff line, and they're going to call an icing on that, and we'll come back and reset. We will get a change here as Sparks comes out. So the Kilgore, Scarlet is still out there, so they're rolling lines at this point. As Erie got left out there a little long. Excuse me, they do pull Scarlet after being out there for less than 30 seconds, 20 seconds she was out there. So anyways, I guess they're going to reset their lines now. Sparks will take it with Jaina and Mudd and Young and Addie Francis. Young's got it. Looks up to Francis. Blocked. Sparks gets it. Intercepts, and they kick it in deep. Everyone gives chase. Cross check from Sparks in the back trying to chase. We'll go on the PK again. That was a stupid penalty, especially at this point in the game. So that's going to be cross-checking in the back, and they're going to send Sparks to the box. I'm not sure what we were thinking there. So 0-0 third period, 6:54. Sparks is in the box. They're going to reset their lines, and they'll go with the Eden Barber, Jaina, Mudd, and Young. Excuse me, that's Coulter out there. Eden's 34, Coulter's 36. 5-on-4. Young blows through the pile trying to get hold of the puck. And Jaina's trying to get it along the wall. 16 almost gets hung up in her skates for another penalty. And Cordy will swallow that up on the PK. 5-on-4 for another minute 44. And she's able to knock that down and get a reset. We're going to change out. Bisgard's caught her breath, and they'll send Mudd off. So it'll be Jaina and Mudd out there on D, Young and Coulter. everybody just saw that puck and looked at it. 4 Vengeance girls all just saw it come and like, who's got it? And they just let it roll to a Cyclone, and we'll kick it deep. And it's a slow roller. It should eat up at least 10 seconds to 12 seconds. And Vengeance girls fancy stick work on Eden Barber, and that goes wide. Luckily, Courtney was looking at her blocker side for that shot, and it went to her glove side, but went low and wide. Luckily, they're going to line up and let her take the shot. Vengeance 28 pokes at it, and Courtney's got it covered. 1:09 left in the PK, and we'll reset again. Looks like Coulter will come off, and we'll get a change for Ertl. So Ertl's activated in this PK line, and Bisgard around the back of the net, trying to get it up ice, tries to ice it, and she does successfully get it iced out, and it's going to slow roll again. That should eat up some more time, up to 60 seconds left, 56 seconds left in the PK. Barber dumps it deep again, eats up some time. Jano activates after hanging out in the neutral zone where a Vengeance girl was cherry picking, and she saw it coming up to the line, and she rushed up to it and was able to keep it in the zone. Definitely good to keep it in their zone during the PK and not ours. 10 from the Eden gets it poked away on Eden, and no call on that because they both fall into each other. The girl from the Vengeance is definitely hurt, but no call. It shouldn't be a call because they both got tripped into each other. Hopefully this girl's okay. She just got a little bump on the head. Well, not a bump on the head. They both slid into each other. Vengeance coach will come to see if she's okay, and the Cyclones will head to the bench and take a knee. I hear just a little bit of crying, so must have heard a little bit. 25 seconds left on the PK. I need another refill on the coffee, and I don't know where I put it. And I do not see my coffee. Well, that's not good. I know I brought it. That's not good. My coffee? I don't know what I did with it. I know I brought it. There it is. So the Vengeance girl is still laying in the corner. Well, you can see she's still being tended to by her coach, and they're bringing someone else coming on the ice, helped by another player, to get over to that down Vengeance player. Didn't look like it was too bad of a mix-up. I mean, she did go down, but she might have felt funny. Definitely in some pain laying back. Oh, I don't know what it was. I mean, I think they just got tangled up and she fell funny. Could be anything. So they put in Spark? Why is Sparks in the box? Oh, oh yeah, we're still on the, I'm sorry, 25 seconds left on the PK. See, that's how far out of it I am. Well, I got
When did you get?
7:30 last night. We left at 2, but I didn't go to bed. I couldn't sleep. I didn't get to bed till 9. Or I mean 11. Oh, I picked Cordy up from school at 2 o'clock. So the Vengeance Girl's up. Everybody's tapping their sticks. Not sure what her ailment is, but she is having to be helped off the ice. And the woman in pink will probably need some help as well. She got help there. And doesn't look like it's a leg issue, so. It looked like they just got wrapped up and then twisted and then fell in, like she fell into her into the boards. But all right, so they'll help her off the bench, and actually they're going to bring her straight to the locker room. So she'll go down the tunnel and they'll reset on the far dot for an offensive zone draw. And we'll start back with Ertl, Barber, Bisgard, and Ringhauser. And I'll zoom back out so I'm not. All right, well, we're back at action here. 5-on-4, 22 seconds left in the kill. Sparks stands up, so she's ready to go. We kick it back in deep. Ringhauser does. Ertl's got it, misses it along the wall, gets kicked back into the neutral zone. Vengeance have something to have some vengeance for after their player gets knocked out. That shot out, Jaina knocked the stick out of the other goal. That goes wide off Cordy's glove. Cordy once again looks up, a little bit disappointed she didn't get her glove on that. And they'll kick it out, and the penalty kill is over, so they'll get an icing on that, but we'll be able to reset after the penalty kill line comes off. I'll turn the penalty kill off on the screen. 0-0, third period, 4:42 left. Been a good game so far, and we'll start with Neff, Kilgore Girls, and Bisgard, and Piper Francis. So the 8s are back out. Bisgard was out there for a while but got a break with the girl being down, so everybody's able to catch their breath. Piper Francis battling in the corner. Then Neff's there on the other corner. She's always up for a battle. And back around the far side, Bisgard kicks it around the net, picked up by 16. 16's got it, trying to go back around the other side of the net. 31 sitting in the slot unattended. Erie Kilgore recognizes it and pulls her out of the way. Neff's giving a shove to 28, who's got her by about 6 to 8 inches. She's a big, tall, wide shot. We got to get it out of the zone. And Bisgard looks up ice and gets it to Erie Kilgore, misses it. Now up to Neff. Neff's got a chance here. Backhand looks for someone behind her, and Vengeance pick it up along the near board and goes in for a shot. She's looking wide. Cordy's able to cover. Nobody was playing that, and that's a good reason to have a change. If you're not going to play, go to the bench. They let that girl skate right in. Luckily, Cordy was able to figure out where that was going and knock it down. Her glove side of the net was wide open. I don't know why the girl didn't go glove side high, but good thing she didn't. We're 0-0, 3:41 left in the period. Sparks trying to get it up ice. Mud out of the zone. Sparks has it. Backhand, forehand, and then gets kicked back behind the net. Mud's got it. Got one Vengeance girl giving chase. Looks up ice. Addie Francis out there along the boards as well. Mud kicks it around to Jana. Jana backhands it around to Young. Young looks for Sparks. Sparks gets intercepted. Pretty sure they figured out who Sparks is, so they're double coverage on her, which should be a good thing if we can put someone else on the line with her that can get a shot off. Mud back around the backside of the net, and that should be a checking call as well. Light, but it's still a check in the numbers. 14 Young going and give it around the back of the net. Can't get it out of our zone. Young stands the girl up. She deserved it. She got in the way. And Jana doesn't decide to stand that girl up. It was about similar size. And now Young kick back out. We got to get it out of the zone, ladies. Got to get it out of the zone. Mud pops it up to Francis. Francis looks up ice, cross into the neutral zone, intercepted by 6, kicked back in. 17 got a one-on-one. We're in trouble here. That's a low shot to the pads, and Cordy's able to stop it and push it behind the net. It's back into the corner. 2 minutes and 11 seconds, and we've got a breakaway that, yeah! There we go. Eden Barber comes off the bench, grabs the thing, and takes it down and scores. So Cyclones take the lead late with 2:07 left in the third, and the first goal of the game goes to the Cyclones off of Eden Barber's breakaway off the bench. Great change there. So Ertl, Coulter, Barber will stay out there, and then the 8s are out there on D. Let's just hold it, girls. No need to try to put any offensive pressure on. Let's just play defense, and let's get the win. I expect them to pull the goalie any time now. It's off, and now they're back on. All right. Vengeance is able to reorganize, and now they're going to bring it out into the zone. Bisgard's got hold of it. She's going to kick it up. Can't get it quite out of the zone. I don't know if she hit something on the wall, but it wasn't able to get out. She's going to pop it up into the neutral zone, and Vengeance, sloppy little dump. Vengeance goes for a change. Up to Ertl. Ertl wasn't ready for it, and that's going to pop for an icing. And we'll reset down here with Cordy with 1:21, and they're going to pull her. They're pulling the goalie. So empty net. So we'll go 6-on-5 with the goalie pulled. I don't know what I do with my coffee, but I'm going to need it. Empty net. Kilgore girl's out there. Jana just takes a shoulder. Neff's got it. Gets it out of the zone, into the neutral zone. Recovered by 61. She should blow a tire any second now. I've seen her fall at least 6 times this game. It's fine with us. Just keep it in the neutral zone and keep it out. 1 minute left in play, and Michigan still sucks. And they'll kick it in, and no icing, and that'll eat some time up. Puck pops into the neutral zone. Scarlett's able to intercept. Neff's got a piece of it. Shoots. Net. That'll go 2-0. And we'll go up 2-0 with 43 seconds left in the game. All right, it's good to open up this tournament this way. So 2-0, they'll put their goalie back in. 43.5 seconds left. Jana gives chase to 6. Gets loose to Scarlett. And now 17's looking. That goes wide and high. Cordy's then gets popped back in front of her, and then she's able to cover. 27.4 seconds left in the game. And after 2 tournaments, the third tournament's looking a lot better than the first 2, but we've won the first game of every tournament we played so far, so hopefully we can keep this up. They've been playing great this week, today, for an early game. We'll play again at 6:20 this evening. 17 seconds, they've got it held against the boards. They're gonna do whatever they can. Eat it up, Piper, eat it up. Take it around back of the net. That's exactly what you need to do. Kick it up ice. No. Sparks. Shoots it. Back into the neutral zone. 8 seconds, 5 seconds. That's our first W of this tournament. So Cyclones win 2-0. Courtney gets the shutout. She's giving the hands up. So there we go. Good way to start the tournament. 2-0.
Hi, Katie. Bye, Katie.
Oh, Katie Francis. I was like, who are we talking about? Yeah. Yeah, she's texted me. So we'll go for the handshake line, and I'll stop the broadcast here in a second and go get my cameras, as I got a long walk back to the parking garage. Next time I'll know where to park, though.
Of course, it's not that big of a parking lot.
I'm parked way over there.
Wait.
All right. We'll see you guys at 6:20 this evening. I don't remember who we play.
Gilmore.
GILMOUR again. So we'll get some redemption there, and we'll see you guys later. And I forgot to record this game. My bad. It's on YouTube, though. Stop streaming.